Well, thank you, Johnny, for joining me today. I know you're a very busy man. You're in between sessions today, and I really appreciate your time. Um, it's
Good to see you, Joe.
fantastic. Yeah, thank you. Um, it's been a while. We've been on a panel discussion a few weeks back, and that was a great event, and I really enjoyed myself. Um, I want I, I want to thank you for joining today's call. Just as an advocate in the profession, you're a professional. You go around to many different conferences, you do seminars, and you're constantly promoting the testing community. And I just want to say thank you. It's great to see guys like you stepping up to the table and making a go out of it and making it a success. We've gone a long way in North America to become a professional association. So it's fantastic. And thank you for your participation.
Thank you, Joe.
Um,
Thanks for your kind words and thank you for the opportunity to speak on this forum.
Welcome. I basically have a few questions for you. So I know we got to make this short based on your time. But first of all, I want to say thank you and a big congratulations. You've been an award winner twice here in North America, and you've attended both of the sessions that we had live in Toronto. And I also hear through the grapevine another submission of yours, one over in Europe. So congratulations. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be a winner, to be part of a winning team? Because I know it's not just you, but it's a team effort. How does it feel?
Yeah, that's first of all, thank you. And we're very excited to participate in these awards. I see it as a award that represents the value we bring to our end customers. So definitely I see it's a team win. Behind these submissions, behind these awards is really as a software as a service shop, we really live and die by delivering value to our end customers. So, seeing customers win awards and, collaborate on a lot of these submissions and being in the event is truly an experience. I would say for us, it's really satisfying to see that we're able to deliver a ton of value to our end customers and their projects are being nominated. In this case, we've won several awards with many of our customers jointly. Perforce, Perfecto, Blazemeter, not just in the North America Testing Awards ceremony. We recently also won in the APAC Awards ceremony as well, Asia Pacific. And overseas in Europe, we've also done the European Testing Award. So we see it as a great testimony to not just promoting the value that we're bringing to our customer, but also the collaboration that we have in our space, making the QA space more and more vibrant and bringing more quality submissions, delivering value to organizations.
Fantastic. What do you feel that is key in your submissions when you're working with all these different partners of yours and a customer base? You have a lot of projects, a lot of automation going on, but what do you feel takes you and your team efforts over the top to actually win an award? Because it's a huge achievement to get nominated, but to also then to win an award, it's phenomenal in my opinion. Like you're over the top. So how do you get over the top? If you give some advice to some of our newbies.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm still trying to figure out why we won in some of these categories, to be frank. But I think in our submission, it typically encompasses quite a few things that we think about. The first thing is really understanding what our end customers are trying to do. And in our case, a lot of our customers are in the Fortune 100, 500, 1000 shop. So they have very complex ecosystem that in development terms makes it very complicated to develop high quality, efficient products out into the app stores, out in online or out in different forums. So understanding the complexity and having a bespoke solution to match that complexity is truly, I think, the ingredient for us to unlock value. So we pride ourselves in being flexible, but also really good listeners, trying to understand, what are the core high impact problem? What are the core QA problem, development problem? Is it a velocity problem that they want to release faster? Or is it, let's say, risk mitigation? Or is it operation efficiency and making things more and more efficient throughout the organization? So I think a lot of our submissions encompasses quite a few aspects of complexity understanding the high impact pain point that relates to the business problem we're trying to solve, but more importantly, trying to figure out collaborating with our end customers. And in many cases, these are large enterprises where we developed a partnership and solved a problem together. And we're leveraging smarter ways of doing things. So in a lot of our submissions, we highlight what are the core differentiators that we work with our customers to enable they deliver high quality software to whoever business stakeholder or whatever end customer they're working with. So I'd say those are the things that we typically would add in a submission and articulate in fine detail. The more granular detail we can add to it, the better it is for the judges to understand what exactly we're solving in here.
Yeah, as a judge, I can tell you that, and echo what you just said. It's the attention to detail, it's the focus on the problem, and then articulating the solution that you have implemented with lots of feedback and positive reinforcement and real data showing the numbers like ROI savings and so forth. Um, I know I've gone back and I've looked at your submissions and one or two, because I asked myself the question, like, how do you guys, you win on a consistent basis. And I hope I'm not to jinx you for this year, but I went back and looked, and yeah, the difference between a winner and a nominee is marginal. Like, it is paper thin, but yet you're able to achieve that with the attention to detail. So yeah, definitely echo what you just said. Um, would you, here's a question just on that topic. For any of new participants out there that are considering, you know, making a submission and making a run for an award, what encouragement would you say to these individuals to take them over to the next side to say, yeah, it's definitely worth the value to make a submission?
Yeah, so we made a submission. Really, we want to highlight a few things. First and foremost, we really want to promote QA and really bring it at the forefront. One of the key topics that is talked amongst not just in development, but amongst, business stakeholders as well. And the best way for us to do this is, in my opinion, develop these forum where we have the smartest folks in the room. We mingle, we really collaborate with each other and network on with each other to try and figure out, what are the things that are driving our industry, our profession forward. So I'd say that if you are on the fence of do you want to make a submission or not, go for it. Definitely, we there's a lot of different projects, a lot of different problems that QA can solve for our business. So don't think that, your project is too small or it's too basic or you don't have enough complexity in it to make it a award-winning submission. I'd encourage you to say, articulate, what are you developing to your stakeholders? What business pain are you trying to solve? And how do you tie your technical differentiators you've implemented in your project in order to solve that high impact problem?
Yeah, definitely. I actually looking very much forward to this year's judging. It was really difficult last year being part of the judging team, and I anticipate this year it's even going to be even tougher. Um, However, in saying that, I think you hit it right on the head, and that is attention to the detail and going for it. Because if you don't go for it, you're not going to win. You're not going to get nominated. So, yeah, thank you for that. Any last, words before you take off into your next event? I know we're catching you in between events right now, but any last words for some of the individuals out there that are thinking about participating this year?
Yeah, I'd say individually speaking, it's a great event to network. It's a great event to get your name out there as well. There's a lot of industry leaders in the space, Joe included, been in the space for several decades and know pretty much everyone inside out. But I'd say all the thought leaders are here, all the best and brightest in our profession were here. And it's a good forum for you to network and mingle. Apart from that, it's also a good platform where if you're a part of an award-winning project, you feel like your team is delivering a big difference for your organization. This also elevates your profile within your organization. And for your organization, this also elevates the great work that you're doing, really making a key difference, getting your name out there. and making an impact of how quality and better quality projects that we output are impacting and changing the world. Business decisions, and in this case, a lot of business outcomes do depend on how well we develop software and how well software the end user experiences. And we play a pretty big part of that ecosystem. So I'd say definitely for yourself, organization, plus also for just having a great night, because it's a really fun event. I'd encourage you to submit and participate in these award ceremonies.
Well, thank you, Johnny. It's great to see you again, and I look forward to our next encounter over the next few weeks. I'm sure we're going to see each other at the next event that's being posted here locally in Toronto, and I look forward to that. And again, thank you for your time. I know you're a busy
Thanks for
man.
having me.
You're high demand as well. Wherever I go, there's a lot of people around you asking for your advice and your opinion, and just thank you.
Thank you for your kind words. Thank you, Joe, for having me. Have a great day.
You too. Bye bye.